.com or hsn.com to learn more.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Available on Apple and Android devices.
Are you ready?
Shop like a VIP with the HSN credit card. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. As an HSN card member, you'll get all kinds of perks, like extra flex on jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases all day, every day. Plus VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, and there's no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
The biggest joy in life for me is food and family. And the technique that gets food and family together is cooking. My entire life is about teaching. It's about showing people how to cook. Because there's this mystique out there that it's actually hard. It's so easy to make great food. The one goal with this Simply Ming collection is to get tools that are easy to use, that are affordable, but more importantly, psych you up, jazz you up, that you like, I can do this. You'll be amazed how easy it is to cook at home.
This is a banner morning, because if you watch in the morning, you've seen me before. I'm Shannon Fox, I'm always on in the morning, but Ming Tsai is here, and you probably watched him for 16 years on Simply Ming, on your show, and cooking here. Everybody loves to tune in and watch you.
I love it here.
I'm so glad that you are here.
We're still having fun here. It's so great.
My
Great to work with you.
It smells incredible.
Yeah,
so if I can't concentrate at any point in the show, it's because it smells so good. This is such an incredible opportunity, because we've got the opportunity to cook like Ming in your own home for a fraction of the cost. We've never ever had your incredible cookware for $75.72. So I'm gonna just tell you what you're getting and hope that you can concentrate while you see all this amazing food. So this customer picked 10 pieces of this incredible healthy cookware. We've got the soft grip design. You're getting everything you see here. All three of the big fry pans you get, the 8-inch, the 10-inch, and the 12-inch, 8, 10, and 12 with the lids. You're also getting the 2 and 2.8 quart saucepan as well, all with the lid. You're also getting 2 of the utensils, $169 value for $75. So you're saving like 90-something dollars today.
It's crazy.
Retail, it's absolutely insane. And we do have 5 colors available for you. Race car red, gorgeous, beautiful black. This blue, look at, I mean, the colors are absolutely stunning. Only 150 remaining in the blue. We have that beautiful emerald green, the copper bronze. I just want to give you a little mention. If you want to get the wok, we have it available for $29, only in race car red. We're going to have Ming's induction burner coming up, but you have to tell us about this really special, this is your latest in stainless, and it's not just stainless, it's just
so
insane.
It's all about the coating. First of all, the price is insane, right? But It's all about the coating called Technolon Plus. So Technolon Plus is made out of ceramic. It's the second hardest material in the world next to diamond. Diamond pans are crazy expensive, right? This is good for 2 reasons. Because it's so hard and dense, nothing sticks to it. And when nothing sticks to us, that makes 2 things happen. It means cleanup is super easy, and there's no reaction between acid and your pan, right? If you put vinegar or lime juice or lemon juice on a pan, there's sometimes a reaction with aluminum pans. None at all. And also because it's so dense, it helps put the heat to the edge and up the side. How nonstick is it? Here, let's do this. Here's a pan. There's nothing in this pan, right? No oil, nothing. I'm gonna take a piece of salmon. Raw salmon, no oil, just a little bit of salt and pepper, all right? And we're just gonna put this in the pan, all right? And that pan is barely sizzling. It wasn't even that hot. No oil whatsoever. So in about, I don't know, 10 seconds, you're gonna see the power of this pan. Watch this. Look at that.
So you didn't put anything?
That doesn't stick. This is raw salmon in a pan and it doesn't stick, which is crazy.
Wow.
So this is an awesome pan for 1. So I'm gonna get a color, flip it, add a little stock, steam and chicken stock. So you can cook salmon like that with adding no extra fat. So if you are trying to eat more healthily, that's how you do it with these pans.
And then if you want to flavor with butter or fats, you can do that. But then 100%. It's for flavor. It's not because you had to.
Right.
Only when you have the professional tools can you cook like the professional? We're gonna include a few recipes for you as well. Of course, you can always look, and you've got incredible recipes. I've tried to follow some of your recipes, but everything that you see here, it's gonna be really simple for you to get these at home. Maybe you've tried, and you think, I'm gonna eat healthy, and I'm trying to cook salmon, but you just can't get that, like the right sear. It's because you don't have the right tools.
Yeah.
Now, these you can heat up really high, right? Up to 800.
850. No stove.
That's
no
incredible.
stove at home goes 850 at
Okay.
all. And I'm glad you brought up that great point about being able to. You can cook without
Look
fat.
at that.
Yeah,
It literally like is gliding.
So that's just a little bit of olive oil. Why? It's a Chinese technique because I'm doing clams and mussels. So I'm adding garlic, and what I then want to do, this garlic is flavoring the oil. Then I add some clams. Then I add some mussels. And you'll be surprised. This pan looks small. You can add a lot of food in these pans.
That's 2.8 quarts, so that's like that sweet spot.
Yeah. I love this size.
We do have a stock pot coming up as well, so if you're shopping right now and you just think, you know what, maybe if you can see any little scratches in your nonstick, you have to replace your cookware, right? That's, I mean, it's...
Oh, yeah. If you got black specks on your nonstick, they got to go.
Yeah.
Because it's just not safe.
No way. Have you ever done that when you cooked your eggs and you're like, I didn't add pepper? It's actually the nonstick is not safe. This doesn't have any of those nasties in it, and it's not going to scratch off, even if your husband happens to stick a fork on it and it's in the
I'm so glad you just mentioned that, Shane. I'm using metal utensils, right?
Yes.
So when we design this, look, everyone grabs metal tongs when they're cooking because that's what you have in the kitchen. I'm just finishing here. A little white wine, just to deglaze. And then these pans all come with covers, which are so key, with a little hole. So you can see when the mussels open, I know when they're done. Because the last thing you want to do is waste food.
Right, well,
right.
No, none of it's going to waste around here.
No.
I can already see everybody on the crew is sort of like lining up around here.
So that's the salmon I just put in with no oil whatsoever. Look how good that is.
It's completely, like, super even.
It's completely even.
How does it cook so evenly?
That's the power of the Technolon Plus. Like I said, it completely will bring the heat all the way to the sides, and even on our wok you mentioned, it comes up on the sides. So I am going to just do just the simplest thing, just a little bit of lemons with this salmon, and we're going to add chicken stock. Actually, we'll even go healthier. We'll just add water.
And doesn't like lemons sometimes will pit certain types of cookware, right? So this is
exactly. So lemon, lime juice, vinegars.
Any acids.
If it's the wrong type of pan, an aluminum pan only, there's going to be a reaction. You don't want that reaction.
Right. So no reactions. It doesn't have any PFOE, PTFO,
PTFE free.
None of the P's.
They're the super clean pans.
Yes. And speaking of clean, how easy are they to clean?
I will show you. So, I mean, literally, I will wipe this out. So this was just the peppers and leeks. Cooking in the duck fat. This was no fat added either. So I rendered these. You score the breast. You gotta let these rest now, guys, right? Not because they're tired. They're really tired, right? But they have to rest because if you slice them now, all the juice is gonna come out, right? This is a classic, all chefs say this, with turkeys, with chickens, with whole pieces of meat like this. Let it rest for 5 minutes. Then you slice it up. And I need that time anyway because I want to get this. This is kind of like a leek pepper chutney, if you would, right? And as I mentioned, we're gonna add a little naturally brewed soy sauce, just a touch. And now this is our sauce veg.
What kind of soy sauce did you say?
Just naturally brewed.
No, naturally brewed.
So all soy sauce should actually be 3 ingredients. It should be salt, soybeans, and then the bacteria that produces soy sauce. A lot of soy sauces have caramel coloring and soy flavoring. Don't use those. Don't use those. All right, and here, and by the way, this can go into a low oven, so 325 or so, not a problem, right? But you don't want to go high. Even with the soft handle, but don't go over 325.
No, we like the soft touch handles because they're nice and comfortable. So if you're cooking or maybe you're taking your pan, it's got something nice like this, straight to the table because these are beautiful pans.
Here, grab it. I mean, it's not hot.
And never hot.
Right?
And
that's the
lightweight enough.
They're incredibly
so the pan
lightweight.
itself doesn't add weight. That's one of the things that a lot of people have said. It's one of the things that made this a big customer pick. Is how lightweight they are. So if you have issues with certainly cast iron, right? I mean, I don't even get my cast iron out anymore. I'd like pull it like out of the stove like this. But this will cook that same sear that you love from a cast iron, but it cleans like a dream. You get that even cooking. It's ceramic, non-stick, but you can use metal utensils on it if you want to.
All day long.
Dream. I mean, and every single one of these comes with the lid as well.
Speaking of dream, so you mentioned the steam and insert. Look at this.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that steamer insert is $14.95 today.
This is the best because the lid that you get with this fits, of course, the steamer. Talk about a healthy meal. This is bok choy with just a couple of pieces of fish, a little sambal. There's basically the only calories are the calories from the fish. So good for you, no extra fat, nothing.
So you can steam in that. That's only $14.95, by the way. We'll pull that up for you on the side, and that's 12 inches. So that fits on. It fits on this, and it fits on. Is that?
No,
that is it.
Yes, just fits on the bed. That is that different. No, that's the wok. That's the wok.
Oh, that's the wok.
But it does also fit on this pan.
Okay, so it'll fit on an even 12-inch.
Yep,
We actually have a Stockpot coming up a little bit later. And we have the kind of that universal pan that comes with the induction burner. So add that one into your order as well. These are safe for any type of heat, right? Including obviously your induction burner.
Induction. So let me just show you. You mentioned about how easy is this to clean. So here's our peppers, leeks, a little bit of scallion, right? Metal utensils, not an issue.
It just glides
Here
right
is
out.
a wet cloth.
Okay, look at this.
That's it. We are so clean, and we are so ready to go. Is that?
And it's
by the way, this is the disc that makes it induction ready. So to your question, halogen, electric, gas, anything works. These pans can go. And even on an outside grill, obviously you don't want to put the handle on it, but if the grill's like this, you can put them on the grill too.
Because it can heat up to 850 degrees. You don't have a pan in your arsenal, in your kitchen, that you could put on a grill, maybe a cast iron, but boy, are those hard to clean. And then of course you have to season them. These are like that pre-seasoned, always perfect. Nobody else has the midnight steel. This is that non-stick finish. $75.72. You're seeing it right. What you get are all your perfect size of your fry pans. And each fry pan comes with a lid. You also get that 2.8 quart stock pot with the lid, and you even get two of the utensils as well. You get what Amanda was calling a fish flipper, or a fish
turner, or fish spat.
That makes more sense. $170 value, and you get everything you see here. If you're wondering how we've got metal utensils and non-stick, it's because you can actually use them. There's your choices: race car red, emerald green, beautiful copper, bronze. We have it in that blue, but very, very limited in imperial blue, and black, and you are getting all 10 pieces. That makes them $7.50 a piece.
So this is caramel. Amanda over here made this caramel. Caramel is one of the stickiest things ever to make. Sugar, water, a little bit of butter. So we have some pound cake here. I'm gonna pour this caramel. So be careful, guys, when you work with the caramel. Make sure if there's kids around. This is screeching hot. This is over 600 degrees. But the point of this is caramel, usually crazy tough to clean. Wet cloth. I mean, that's caramel, right? Look at that. That's unbelievable. Caramel usually is one of the hardest things ever to clean.
I have literally thrown a pan away.
Well, the only thing you have to throw away is this, right? I mean, look, the towel's gone.
The towel's done for.
I apologize, HSN. And by the way, even here on the side, the coating is also on the side.
Oh, so on the outside,
so the outside has Technolon Plus as well. That's why, because everyone wants good-looking pans inside and out, right? Why do you want
incredible. All right, is anything cool enough for me to eat? That's all I want to know. I have to wait for the rabbit. Or
the duck.
Something exotic.
I'm actually going to plate the duck right now.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to do big old slices like this.
How do you know when duck is ready?
I ask
it. If we can't cut it, you ready to go? You ready to go? If it stops quacking?
You know, I went here for medium, which is a perfect medium, so I had to let it rest.
Perfect.
You see that?
Yes.
You want your duck to rest. I do these big long slices because I think it looks beautiful on a plate like that.
And you got the perfect sear on the outside.
I will cut you a little piece. There you go.
All right, there you go. That's for me.
Unless I figured you didn't want to eat a huge piece like this.
No, that's perfect. Yeah, because you never know when I might have to talk. Oh my goodness.
Right, but look at that.
Oh, chef, that's incredible.
And see how juicy it is? It's juicy because it rested, right? That's that. You see all this juice here? Yes, we lost this a little bit of juice, but if I sliced it while it was screeching hot, you would have lost all the juice and you would end up with gray duck.
That's a great hint. Now, it stays so juicy, not just because you let it rest, but also because you can sear it in at such high heat?
100%. Very good. Shannon, I'm impressed. You want to sear stuff at high temp. It seals, kind of gives you a coat, seals it in, and then you end up with something like that. Super, super
Oh my goodness. So whether it's
crispy.
time for you to redo and get something new, or you want the colors today, you want a $170 set today for $75. We've never, ever had this price. Every single set will sell out here. You were on yesterday, and everything, some of the things that I was supposed to have in this hour are gone.
We sold a bunch yesterday, which was awesome.
We're almost sold out of that wok. Everything has been just so popular. So, okay, you gotta see this. No oil for chicken breast.
Right?
Which usually you can't. Usually you have to use oils because it's just not a fatty meat.
Yeah, it's not. You need oil.
You don't have skin on that. Nothing.
Nothing. No fat at all. So if you want to eat, if you're on a super healthy diet and you're in very low fat, for the record though, you need to eat some fat. All doctors say you need to eat some fat. You just don't need to eat, I don't know, 5 bags of Oreos at a time, right? You don't need that much fat.
Okay.
But by the way, look at this chicken. It's this chicken breast that hit a pan with no oil, and of course it doesn't stick. Nothing sticks. It's unbelievable.
So nothing is gonna stick. That's that incredible midnight steel. Nobody else has Chef Ming's incredible non-stick, and it's non-stick that's not gonna scratch off, even if you use metal utensils.
Correct.
Heat up to 850 degrees, perfect for whatever kind of heat you're gonna use. Grill, induction burner. By the way, we have Ming's induction burner today at an incredible price. It even includes a $40 grill, and it's like $85. It's something insane. I almost hesitate to say it in front of Chef Ming. It's like, what are these prices?
It's good. The prices are great.
I mean, it really is. And now everybody can get results like this at home. Chef, you've been cooking. How long have you been a professional chef?
Oh, 45 years. A long since yeah. Oh, yeah. I made my first fried rice. Actually, it was in the previous TS. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right.
But can I just, sorry to interrupt, but because it's glass, I could look through. I'm like, oh my God, the mussels are open. Well, once mussels are open, mussels are ready.
And that's important because you don't want to take the, as soon as you take that lid
you
off
lose all the
you
heat.
lose it all, right?
And the clams on the bottom. But this little pan, look how much quantity came out of that pan.
Holy
And this, by the way, is your great oatmeal pan, your rice porridge pan, your quinoa pan, right? And then, of course, even though they've been cooking for so long, there's nothing.
Oh, my goodness.
Right? It's just so easy.
And out, absolutely beautiful. There's even like a gleam to it. It's so welcoming.
They sparkle. Yeah,
they are
absolutely
stunning. And of course, they turn you into a great chef. So imagine serving this to guests or just for you. Because if you're cooking for one, better cooking, healthier cooking, you want to cook a, caramel like you just did, you can. And look at that.
Right, so now we're gonna make...
with no oil whatsoever.
No oil, so now I'm gonna do a little wine. And now we're gonna steam, because that's a thick chicken breast, right? So obviously that's still raw in the middle, but now the wine's gonna flavor it and steam it. And then once I can see, this is why I love that there's glass covers. I can steam once the wine is gone, that chicken breast is basically done.
Right.
And again, no oil.
And so it's glass, but it also has that little steam release as well, so you never get the bubbling. Have you ever cooked pasta?
Yeah, when it can go over.
Like yeah, exactly.
I mean, right here we have some beautiful short ribs.
Oh my goodness.
Look at these.
Oh my goodness.
It's a...
That's a really deep pan.
Oh yeah, this is amazingly deep. But what I love about these pans is they're not only functional, they're beautiful. So I would bring that to the table on a trivet. One kid shows up, boom, and then you cover it back up. Then the second kid shows up. I mean, this will stay hot for 30 minutes with the cover, right?
Wow.
It just, look at those. And this is like, do you have a fork? Here we go.
Oh my goodness, and you don't have to worry about it. You know, if you're, look at that.
You can just see how tender it is. It's a little bit hot here.
Oh my goodness, it's hot. But wow, okay, what did you put in this?
Oh, just a lot of love. Mirepoix, carrots, celery, onions, tomatoes.
Oh, look at that.
I'll give you a little.
Right,
take the whole thing. Take the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, it wants to come out.
Yeah,
it's telling me. I talked to this like you talked to the duck, and it said it wants me to eat it. I don't know. But today you have a choice, and I say today, this morning, you have a choice of the race car red. You can choose the black, that gorgeous emerald green. We are limited in the blue. We do have it available in the copper as well. Now, if you are thinking about getting a brand new color, I'm gonna suggest the red, and here's why. Because we have the wok, only a few hundred remaining of the wok. Is this the wok?
No, the wok is
to
your left, the copper, all the way.
All right, this is the wok. It's $29, and we only have it available in the race car red. When I checked, we may have had like a dozen in this copper bronze. So if you want the copper bronze, you would have to be probably the first to the phone. About a dozen remaining in the copper bronze. So if you're thinking about what color set do I get? Maybe you want to add that $29 wok in while we have those remaining. The number is right there on your screen. But if you want this one and you want it to coordinate, I would get the red. We do have a Stockpot coming up in the red as well, and then many of the other colors. But the wok for $29 is, it really is, it's like what you love about a saute pan, but deeper.
Yes. Oh, and you could do so much more. You can even fry in a wok. So here's some beautiful quinoa that was done. Quinoa is one of the easiest, healthiest grains these days. So I'm going to finish plating.
A lot of omegas, right? In quinoa,
tons,
something really good for you.
It's a great starch. But here was the salmon that we started earlier, as you recall. This was just...
Oh my gosh.
Is that good?
Oh, so good.
Remember, this is the salmon we cooked with no oil. We seared it, we flipped it, we added onions that sauteed, we added white wine, and then these onions that are now flavored with the wine and all the salmon juice with just a couple of lemons. There you go.
Wow.
Right? And then, of course, it's all about the cleanup, or non-cleanup, as we say. And if you're cooking at home, if you're actually entertaining and stuff, you want to be able to do this. Why? Barring allergies, right? You have to wash it with soap and water. But if you have no allergies, this pan is still hot, so I can keep cooking, cooking.
And
I don't have to stop.
No flavor transfer to other things. So once you wipe that out, it's going to be ready to go for something else. You're getting 3 of those perfect size fry pans with the lids. They each come with lids. That's hard to do. Usually in a set, you might get 1 lid, and then the fry pans don't come with lids.
You need lids. I mean, when you're doing quinoa, you have to have, or oatmeal, you have to have a lid, or rice, you have to have a lid. And of course, this big lid transfers over from the small pan to the wok, same size with the steamer.
Perfect.
So here's some shrimp. This is one of the most simple, delicious dishes, just garlic shrimp. This has a little bit of olive oil. And then you can add any veg. So we have some great zucchini and yellow squash. So I'm gonna let it sear, flip it, then add my veg, cover it, again, splash with either chicken stock or white wine or veg stock, and then it'll cook probably like 6 minutes. The cover maintains and retains the heat.
Okay.
So when you have a cover on, like these chicken breasts, and let me just show you. So
my goodness.
So I never answered your question. If it's has a bounce to it, it's cooked.
Oh, okay.
And if you really want to make sure, and
That's
this is
a good
just, you actually use any type of knife or a thermometer, and you actually touch it to the bottom of your lip. It needs to be hot. If it's cool, it's not cooked all the way.
Right.
So this was warm, which tells me about 140, 145, so I need to go to 160.
That's so
right?
cool.
And also we have these things called thermometers, which are awesome. You gotta hit, chicken's gotta hit 160.
Okay, so we use them on...
There's no wiggle room there.
All right.
Chicken's gotta cook all the way through.
I only ever use this for my turkey, but I guess I could get it out for other things
it's
as well.
just a small chicken. A small turkey's a chicken, so that would work.
But you just sort of, this glides on your cookware. You could flip it. Now, I don't know if I could quite get the flip down, but...
Oh, you have to practice. People ask me all the time, how do you flip? It says you practice. So how do you practice?
Something big that won't get all over the kitchen?
No, you practice in your backyard. You get dried rice or dried beans for whole days.
Okay.
You put a cup in, and you stand back there, and I guarantee you, because the motion is just, the motion is you pull it towards you, and then at the very end, this end comes towards you. You flip it up. And if you're in the backyard by yourself, no one watching, you'll be like, oh my God, I could have a cooking show. It's not that hard.
I love it. Is it for show or is it actually help?
No. Not just for speed. No, because on a line, you're so busy. And on a professional line, we don't have counter space. There's no place to put tongs and stuff. So you just got to go, you got to flip, and then you go to your next dish.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely not for show.
All right. I think it looks cool, though. If you
But this is for show. This will go. That's for show. But that's how only way you can flip eggs.
Look at that.
It's the only way you can flip eggs without breaking it. That you have to, and that you just have to practice. Start with the rice, and then do the eggs when you get proficient.
That could be your omelet pan because
it's your best egg pan. Oh my God, we always, at home with my kids, I make fried rice all day long. They always want 2 fried eggs on top. It's the best, right?
I love that. My kids put eggs on everything. Ramen, like noodles, whatever it is.
100%, it's the best.
But it's the cheapest way. You can get protein, and it's, of course, healthy for everybody. But look at the even cooking all the way across. So you didn't have a hot spot. You didn't have a cold spot. You didn't have to use a lot of butter. My kids are always like, Dad's eggs taste better than yours. Why? I'm like, he uses like half a thing of butter in every fried egg. But you don't have to.
Look at this. I mean, so I just flipped this egg. Of course, nothing sticks, and then you can, if you want, you could flip it over and boom. But I'll keep it flat because I'm going to put something on top of this. This is going to be a breakfast, one of the incredibly savory breakfasts. But look at this pan.
That's incredible.
This was
you barely even have to wipe it out.
No, I don't even have to wipe it out. I mean, there's a piece of egg, right?
That's what this is all about. You're getting all 10 pieces today, not for $170, $75. That's like $95 off today. It's an incredible value. These are, you can use your metal tongs.
Yep.
You can put these in the dishwasher if you want to, of course, but you really don't ever have to. You literally just wipe them clean. You're getting the Stockpot, that 2.6 quart, 2.8 quart Stockpot. You're also getting the 3 fry pans in all of the perfect sizes, 8, 10, and 12. They all come with the lid. You get that long turner, the fish turner, and the slotted spoon, all for $75.72. And you can break it up into interest-free payments, 25 bucks. But this is the way, I mean, if you've been thinking about trying to save money, you want really good food, don't just cook a chicken breast. Do this.
This is leeks and a cilantro. I added 2 little cubes of butter. Why? It just tastes better with butter, like your husband does with eggs.
Exactly, but then it makes a sauce instead of like you have to do it in order to just make it slide, right?
And look at this. And this, again, this chicken's been cooking and cooking and cooking, nothing.
That's it.
That's why these pans are so good. They're just clean so well. Nice and soft handles
as well, so those don't get hot. Now, these are safe in the oven up to 350 degrees.
325, 350.
325, okay, because of those great soft, cool to the touch handles.
Yep.
And each one of these comes with a lid. Oh, Brussels sprouts, it's one of my favorites.
Oh, aren't they the best?
They are, but you have to cook them high enough to get that good
you want to get a good
roast on them.
And you're going to see these are going to get nice and GB&D, as they say, golden brown and delicious.
Ooh,
that's
GBD.
What we're always looking for.
All right, this is just an incredible value. So if you're watching, I know whenever I watch Chef Ming, I get very wrapped up and I'm like, wait, take notes, what am I doing? And then sometimes I forget to order and then the colors disappear. So if you are in that boat, we're gonna give you like 2 seconds while he restocks, all right, for you to be able to order. Get on the phone, yes, you can still watch. You can also always watch this video back later once you get your pans and you can start to cook exactly what Chef Ming is cooking. But go ahead and give us a call to order. You can go to hsn.com, you can download the HSN app, but don't let these pass you by. If you watch them at $170, what a great wedding gift or a great time to redo or add on to your set that you already have.
This is the best starter set ever. You actually have your egg breakfast pan, you have your oatmeal rice, quinoa pan. You have a great saute pan for a couple steaks or 3 duck breasts, and then you have the mama. You got the big boy that can do this many shrimp. Look how much shrimp we just did.
Oh my gosh.
And this dish is done, right? So what did that take? That was live. That was 6, 8 minutes total.
So what's different for people who are watching this? It's not just beautiful. It's not just a great price right now. This is different technology than any other pan out there.
It's the best Technolon Plus ceramic coating in the world. And when we designed this, we did it so that a metal utensil can be used, which there's not a ceramic coating out there or any coating out there that you actually want to use a metal utensil. These are that hard. And again, just because I'm always amazed. Yeah. So you got some cooked on shrimp there.
I mean, if that was anything else,
everything wipes out.
It would just
everything wipes out.
Look at that.
Even the water moves.
Yeah, you can see it literally glides, and that's going to stay like that. You use them over and over and over again. No, they don't have any of that. All right, I'm going to look at it so I make sure to get all the P's. You know which P's it doesn't have?
PFOA, PTFE free.
It's all that stuff that if you have nonstick right now and it's scratching off, or you look and you've got little rust spots or little, looks like pepper specks or something.
Yeah. I mean, they're
bad. If you look that stuff up, you don't want to eat it.
No, you just don't. It's just not healthy.
No. So get a brand new set. Throw those away. Give them away. Whatever you want to do. These are going to be beautiful. If you just needed that extra inspiration in the kitchen, or you need a treat for $75, you can't take. Well, I've got 3 kids. I certainly can't take the family out for $75 and 72 cents, and we're not eating anything like shrimp and salmon and beautiful, really mussels for sure for $75. For $75, you're gonna have the most gourmet meals that now you can cook, because it doesn't take all the schooling and education and experience that you have to make, to make your food, of course.
No, to your point, it doesn't. No, I'm so glad you brought that up, because everyone says, how do you cook like you cook? The first thing I say, of course, is parents, because they trained me, but it's the equipment. Good knives, good board, good pots and pans. That's what you have to have that baseline of good professional equipment. That's what we have here.
Yeah.
And once you have great equipment, what happens? You end up cooking more. Why? Because cleanup is easier and you get better results. You get sear. You'll see these will get nice and brown. And you know, you saw how easy that shrimp dish was. You saw how we just white wine poached the chicken breast. You see how easy the omelet comes out. That's the genius of these pans. You'll cook more because you can clean them up. And if you clean up is easy, you're gonna cook. So here we have this is a vegetarian. This is just a mushroom ragu. Here I'm gonna use red wine. Mushrooms are very meaty, so why not red wine? You don't always have to do white wine unless it's meat. So this is gonna just be a great little mushroom scallion topping for these 2 pork chops.
Oh my goodness. And pork chops, you have to make sure that they get a good sear or they kind of turn into cardboard, right? Like if you cook them kind of
100%.
low and slow, a little bit cardboardy.
You don't want.
No.
So here, look at these color we already got in all these Brussels sprouts.
Oh my goodness.
Right, look at that.
You didn't have anything in there with those Brussels sprouts?
I did add a little bit of olive oil, yeah.
Well, I like the flavor of that too.
There is a 0 fat in Brussels sprouts, right? So you need something. You could have done it without it, but you can see how it kind of glistens. That's what you want.
Oh,
look, oil's fine for you. You just can't, you just can't eat 2 sticks of butter a day, right?
Yeah.
Fat is fat is fat. So don't be fooled by, oh, it's okay, this is olive oil. If you eat a tablespoon of olive oil versus a tablespoon of butter, they're both the same amount of fat. One is a better fat, right?
Sure.
Olive oil does help lower your HDL, your LDL, your bad cholesterol.
Yeah, but make it count. I would say, like, make your fats count, right? You're gonna eat an avocado, you're gonna eat olive oil, you want it in a sauce, right? Like, you turn that butter into a butter wine sauce.
Right.
You didn't just mix it in, so you kind of missed it. This is, oh goodness.
Chickpeas with pork, right?
Why not? Is there a difference between chickpeas and garbanzo beans?
Nothing.
Same thing? Okay.
Not one difference at all.
I'm just personally taking a class from you, so I hope other people are interested in my questions as well. We're going to ship this to you for free, in fact, so you have absolutely nothing to lose. You're going to cook more because all the food tastes better. Everyone's going to ask you to cook, and you don't have to do, I cook, you clean up, because it's literally just that fast. Right. $75, we're going to give you a chance to order if you're on the phone. A lot of you there. You can go to hsn.com to order yours. We're just about sold out of the blue. I'm eating and swallowing while I'm talking. Okay, so while you're doing that, I want to let you know we are sticking with Chef Ming, but Diane Gilman, she's back at HSN on Friday. You can celebrate her 25th anniversary with HSN all month long. You know, she's actually sold 14.5 million pair of jeans. Can you believe that?
Wow.
That's a lot of jeans, right?
That's a lot of jeans.
So our award-winning chef Ming Tsai is going to be back right after this quick break, after you take a look at what Diane Gilman has got in store. So you can always go to hsn.com, check her out. We're celebrating her all month long.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'm leaving that plate. Hey everybody, I put my signature on that plate of food, so you can leave that for me. We've got more to complete your Chef Ming kitchen. Yep. And there's something so beautiful about a kitchen that has gorgeous cookware. We only have 2 colors in the Stockpot. We have it in the copper bronze and the race car red. Remember when I was talking about which color, if you're thinking about which color to choose in that great set, of course you can mix and match. They all look beautiful. But if you want everything to match, this is a big Stockpot. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is a 7.4 quart. It is $39.99. Wait until you see everything that fits in this. It's $20 to get home on FlexPay. Now, your entire kitchen order of $75 or more will ship to you for free. So if you bought that set, this stock pot will ship to you for free as well. Okay, how many are, we gotta count the corn.
That's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I mean, you're gonna get over a dozen easily.
I've never had a stock pot that would cook that many.
Just look how large a stock pot is. It's ridiculous, right?
Oh my gosh. But it doesn't take up more space on your burner. Like it just takes up a regular burner.
It is. I mean, we're gonna have 18 ears of corn.
Oh my gosh.
Right? I mean, it's just unbelievable amount of corn.
That's a picnic right there.
It is more than a picnic. This is
my goodness.
This is the mountain of corn.
Yes.
Right?
Well, it's the only vegetable that kids will eat. So that's great that you can cook 18 ears in one stock pot.
Right, and then check this out.
That's incredible.
This is a great little way of making corn taste so good.
Right.
When you serve it, if you have to husk your own corn, you have the corn here everywhere, so I love doing it for everyone. This is beurre noisette, which is brown butter that we got nice and dark brown, and then we sauteed a little bit of garlic. So this is garlic brown butter that goes on this corn. That's what we're talking about. That is corn, right?
Now as a chef, Ming mountain of corn, right? Before it was just a mountain of corn.
So now you can charge $29.95.
Now you can. Oh my goodness,
but look how beautiful it is. I mean, that's a mountain of corn.
That is.
I mean, corn itself, as long as it's good corn, it doesn't matter. It's delicious, but you can do it like that. And by the way, there's that beurre noisette pan. I cannot get over how easy these pans are to clean.
Right. You're getting three, by the way, in that set that we had for only $75. So I would add this into that. They're so gorgeous too. I can't get over how beautiful the outside is, which also is going to clean up like a dream. Who's this little guy?
So I am probably this is Tommy. Tommy's not so happy.
Delicious.
He's had a bad morning. But I'm gonna put Tommy on the side. I'm from New England, right? I'm from Boston. So we do lots of lobster boils. This has clams, mussels. I just want to show you how much quantity you can get out of one of these stock pots. I mean, we're talking about a mountain of seafood, right? That is a mountain of seafood.
That's Tommy's mountain, right? He's the king of the mountain.
But look how much food that came out of this one stock pot. 7.4 quarts, like we said. And what I do love is now we have a clean pan with one wipe.
Because sometimes you might think, well, I'm only gonna be cooking pasta in it. I don't really need nonstick in my pan. You really do, because sauce,
anything.
Anything.
I mean, tomato sauce, here's a great trick. This is corn water, right? So here's some blanched pasta we already had. I'm gonna reheat it in corn water. Why use plain water when I have water that's been flavored by corn, right?
Well, will influence it with the little
it'll give you a little corn kind of sweet flavor. And these, this is a great Chinese strain. It's called a spider. So a spider, but we made it out of stainless steel. Most spiders out of China are flimsy and they break. Here, of course, we have the soft handle.
Is that in our set that we have?
This is, you can buy extra. You can buy this. There's this with the tongs.
Yeah.
But all I'm doing is heating this pasta here, or heating the sauce. And once the sauce gets hot, this pasta is good to go. And I want to take some pasta water with me, right? Never sauce your pasta like in a bowl. You always have to do it in the pot. And all Italian chefs and all chefs, we say always bring a little pasta water with you, because it helps keep the pasta moist and it helps thin out the sauce a little bit.
So you need something like that spider so that you're not straining the pasta and losing all the water.
Correct. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you're a good student, Shannon.
Hey, I'm taking notes inside my head. But you can use the metal here as well, because it's that midnight steel.
100%. And now, while it's hot and while your sauce is hot, that's when you mix it all up.
Look at that.
That's how you coat pasta, right?
That looks like restaurant. That secret right there. And because it's so big, you can do.
I'm not getting anyway. So usually I put half cheese in because I want the cheese to melt a little bit. So I'm gonna let that melt, and then I'll garnish with a little bit more cheese, right?
Fantastic. So you've got a big capacity, but you could also, of course, make pasta for one in this. This is that versatile pot that goes with your other set. We had that set. If you were just joining us, we have your complete starter set, your basics, for 10 pieces for $75. Then you can choose to add in that stock pot, or maybe you already have another set of Ming's cookware and you're like, I didn't get the stock pot because it was $82. Today, it's more than 50% off. It's $39 and change, and it's $20 to get home.
That's an unbelievable price for this stock pot.
It really is incredible, because this is more like almost twice the capacity of your regular stock pot, but it doesn't take up more space. Is this also heat safe up to 850? Like the others?
Technolon Plus. Absolutely.
Plus? Okay.
Absolutely. And again, pasta sauce, pasta,
wipe and clean.
wet cloth, wipe and go.
See, now you may not have thought you needed that good stainless because you weren't cooking, you weren't heating up your sauce in the pot like you're supposed to, and you were straining things out and doing it in the bowl. Also, I want you to know these are like massive serving dishes.
Oh my God! I mean, look how much food that is. I mean, that's easily seafood for 4 people.
Look at that.
Easily.
Incredible. $39.99. And remember, you may not be cooking for a bunch of people right now. Think about the holidays. Think about if you're cooking pasta. I love.
Look how much mac and cheese we have here.
Kidding me.
I'm gonna try to slide this out in one basket. I want to keep that on top. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at the brown.
Oh, look at the brown.
This is the part I'm looking for. That's why I want to slide out. That's called the cocon. That is the crispiness that we all love if it's rice, or if it's mac and cheese, the concombre, the crusty, that is the most.
French?
That is actually Spanish, believe it or not. It sounds French.
It does.
Croustillon in French. So this crispy cheese, I mean, that's why we live, I think.
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure. Right there. You see
That's
the
the reason we
spike.
live.
Everyone was like, concombre. They were just ordering it by concombre. I say it French.
That's pretty good.
But you see, though, you would never make mac and cheese in the stock pot that you have at home because you'd soak it for days and then you'd be like, meh, I'm giving up. Never doing that again. Look
There you
at
go.
how it wiped
Right, and on the outside, too. Technolon Plus is on the outside. Your pans need to look good inside and out.
Wow.
This is ready to go. You put it back in the box. You can buy it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
you
that's
can get a new one.
You also are getting that soft touch handle on the lid as well, and of course the lid coordinates. It matches perfectly. Soft touch handles, which are important because especially with something big like this, you want to be able to hold it. You can put this right on the table, you know, right on a trivet.
And these pans are so light, right? I mean, my pinky's, you know, maybe stronger than the average, but not really. Your pinky.
Let me see.
I mean, seriously, it's that light.
Look at that. And I do not have a strong pinky.
A pound and a half. You don't do pinky ups?
No,
okay.
I should. But that, you're right, and that is one of the comments that people give about your cookware is, don't be fooled by how lightweight it is because it's so incredibly durable.
Yep.
And you could put this on the, well, maybe not this one on the grill, right? Because of the
because the handles, no.
Okay, but you don't need to.
But to your point, you've not seen me once use pot holders or towels to pick things up, right? Double rivets on both sides. You have to have double rivets, right? That's the only way this thing, because once handles move,
otherwise
you're
they
done.
get, right.
You can't have a handle. It's like a knife. The knife can never move.
Yeah.
Ditto for this. That's
so no
important.
wobbly handles ever. You also have your choice of copper bronze or beautiful race car red. Huge customer pick at $82. It's $39 today. If you're thinking about this for you, maybe also send one to a graduate. You know, they need to learn how to cook. Maybe they've been living off ramen and peanut butter, but it's time to cook. And this is a great way to be able to, I mean, my goodness.
This is wine poached pears. Right, which is just a delicious dessert.
That seems so fancy. Like that would seem like I would think it would be too fancy.
A little bit of store-bought ice cream.
Think it's fancy.
Oh my God, you can do this with apples, with peaches, with plums when they come in. It's such a healthy way of eating fruit.
Does it cook the wine, like the alcohol, out?
You actually have some flavor, which is, but you want to taste it.
But I mean, kids are like, eh.
Oh yeah, no, they're not.
Okay.
They're not going to start playing with their, you know, whatever they play with. No, they're not going to get drunk. No.
This is mommy's dessert. This is your dessert.
No,
okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, the alcohol does cook off, but the wine flavor stays.
Of course. Yeah. And you cook that on Induction. We do have the Induction burner coming up as well because all of these you can cook on any cooktop, including Induction. I have to give a little shout out to this because this is another one. We were going to have a full airing of this in this hour. We're just about sold out. We have a buy one, get one on the soft grip grill and griddle. Now these are a really great shape. They're like a rounded square. One has a griddle bottom. You will literally get grill marks on your steaks, on your burgers, on your chicken, but you'll still get that incredible non-stick, so you don't have to use oil to get those great grill marks. Indoors as well, if it's a little too hot or a little too buggy or whatever it is outside, you can get that inside on your grill and your griddle for only $39.99. That's like a $50 each, and you're getting them two for $39 today. So, all right, let's see. Which side do you want me on? This.
We'll start with the steak.
Okay.
So, induction burners are awesome. Why? Because they're portable. They heat up so evenly. All my pans have always worked on induction. And this is the newest version that we've done. One of the customer comments was because it's a glass top, if you hit it, it would slide off. And that's a disaster. Right. So we actually built in this bumper, for lack of a better word.
It's like a little safety bumper.
And you can get a sear like that with induction. Wow. Induction technology is just unbelievable how efficient it is. I do a lot of events, catered events, and all over the country and the world. I bring these along with me everywhere. I cook for Family Reach, which is my charity. We financially help families with cancer, and we raise tons of money. by bringing our burners and just cooking for people. I do them in hospitals for the kids, all over.
Wow, because all you have to do is just plug it right in. Any
plug it right
outlet, plug it in.
Even your RV, even your boat, right? With the DC converter. It's the best portable burner ever. We actually had a call yesterday. The poor lady, her house was destroyed during the hurricane in North Carolina, but she had a generator and she had one of my burners and she could cook for a family of 6.
Oh my goodness.
So that warmed my heart. I'm like, that's so nice to hear.
Normally it would be $219 today, $89.95, and you're getting the pan as well. That's that amazing Master Griller pan that really, it has the little grill marks on the inside. The thing about Induction, by the way, we do have 5 colors. We have it in red, black, white, purple, and blue, and it comes with the coordinating pan as well. So coordinate this with any of your pans. Of course, all of Ming's cookware is induction ready. You can pan arm and a leg just for induction because it's cool to the touch, so you don't have to worry about kids touching it. It heats up in a snap, and you can plug it in anywhere.
So can I show you how this works? So look, this is completely off, right? This is cold. This is room temp water.
So this is off. Everything's off.
So this panel, by the way, when I designed this, I wanted to make it intuitive, meaning you don't have to open the brochure. Look, there's an on-off button. Well, that pretty much probably turns it on and off. There's on sear. So that's max sear, 500 degrees, and then you can go down by 5 degrees and go up by 5 degrees. So what happens when I turn this on? When you turn a light switch on, the electricity goes through the wire, the light bulb goes on. When you turn induction on, electricity runs through these 2 copper coils on the bottom. They run around the coil, they create what's called AC, alternating current. Alternating current has something called resistance. Resistance is this. So right now, this is banging all the molecules against each other, and you'll see, by adding this water, there'll be steam in 5 seconds. There's steam in 3 seconds. There's already steam.
Oh my gosh.
Right? And this was a cold pan.
Right.
Because this entire pan, that disc on the bottom, is going like this. It heats up instantly.
Can you see that, everybody?
Right, so it's already steaming. You have bubbles already forming, all right? But here, this is the most amazing thing. Check this out. Take that off. Don't go, you. It's not hot. It's not hot because you don't conduct. Right? The wedding ring, actually, you can burn it on, you never get divorced. So there's that trick. But
after 20 years, we may be okay already.
Unless you conduct, which is a pan, this eventually will get hot. After half an hour, the glass gets hot because of the residual heat. The pan will heat it.
But it
right now,
the pan.
Right?
That's gonna boil in like a snap.
Yeah, and I love that because you can have kids do fondue, they can do whatever they want, and you never have to worry about them hurting themselves.
Wow.
Right?
And
That's
then you
induction
never have
cooking.
to worry about did I turn off the burner, because it's not gonna heat anything up except for the metal on the pan. Now, not all of your pans at home will work on induction.
The one test is very simple. Take a kitchen magnet, the one that says Orlando on it, or Disney, or whatever, or Tulsa. That magnet, if it sticks on the pan, it's induction ready. So all your cast irons at home, your grandma's cast iron, work awesomely on induction. All my pans, because of the round disc, work. So aluminum pans do not; they don't conduct. So the magnet will come right off. So,
but you are getting one of the pans that's like a $40 value today, and you're getting the induction burner that is ready to go. $89.95. It's $22.49 to try it out, and we're going to ship it to you for free. We have a special shipping deal on kitchen and cookware. So you spend $75 and everything will ship to you for free. So now you can add in, maybe you want to add in that wok for $29. You want to add in the steamer, because the steamer will work on this pan as well.
100%. The price is ridiculous. When I introduced my induction burner the first time, 5-6 years ago, it was $100 for the burner alone. This is $89 for the burner and a pan. I mean,
and it's a really
redunculous.
Good pan as well. Like, I think we have, as a compare, maybe $40, but you can't find this grill pan for $40. It comes with a lid as well. And you can, this is the grill pan that is your same great nonstick. It's that ceramic nonstick. It is incredible.
It's all Technolon Plus. That's all I sell. So here we have some mushrooms that got nice and charred by the fat of those beautiful steaks. They're resting, right? They're a little tired as well. It's early in the morning. And we're gonna add some Brussels sprouts, and we're just gonna let this go. And these will cook in about 8 minutes.
Wow. Does it use a little less electricity? Well, it doesn't take as long to heat up. So like,
it uses a lot less electricity than an electric stove. And by the way, especially down here in Florida and Texas and New Orleans when it's so hot in the summer, the last thing you want to do is be heating up your whole kitchen. So you actually save money because your AC bill is lower. So you can also make breakfast. So here, I'm using a metal fork here, right? I'm making a little frittata. And when you do...
A little frittata.
Yeah, okay, a lot of frittata, Macuna frittata. And when you do this, you want to mix it around because the eggs are cooked on the bottom. You got to bring the uncooked eggs to mix in with the cooked eggs.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then...
How many eggs is that? Holy cow.
Oh, that's probably
like
about 8 to 10 eggs.
Woo.
And because we had the lid, we can now finish it on the stovetop just by covering it up. And then the cheese will melt. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit because I don't want the bottom to burn. So I'm going to go to like, I don't know, 375.
No concon on
no
concon. Yeah, okay. But $89.95, and you're getting it all.
Good.
So it doesn't. Oh, it's not hot. The sides are not hot.
Yeah, actually the water's gone, so because it boiled away. Yeah.
All right. Oh, not with my ring.
Yeah, no, but it's okay. I mean, this is warm.
I just can't get over
It's just warm because the pan heated, and that's the disc. That's what you have to have that makes it induction ready.
And you're getting the pan as well. So choose your color. We have that beautiful, I want to call it sapphire blue. You call it imperial blue.
Yeah.
There's that gorgeous,
I agree with you.
Right? It's just like a sapphire, rich purple, jet black, that gorgeous white diamond, and then we have it in the rich red. Now, if you're thinking about getting it, maybe you want to expand your Ming Tsai cookware, today is the day. But the red is the one that we have most of your cookware in the red.
Because we still have red
the
woks.
wok in the red. We still have the giant Stockpot in red. And then you're getting the induction burner to match. But
look at
what
this.
is this?
So you don't always have to make everything from scratch at home, right? In the restaurant, if we did this, we of course make the dough. This is store-bought pizza dough. And what Amanda's done is we actually just seared it on both sides, right? I mean, I'll show you the back side of this. Look how beautiful that is. Look at that color, right? So this is our pizza. And all we simply put was olive oil, a little rosemary, and cheese.
So do we have to know anything in particular about induction cooking, or we kind of use it like we would a burner?
Oh, you use it exactly like a burner. All you have to know is that it'll heat efficiently. But look, you have a beautiful slice of like focaccia bread cheese.
Oh my goodness. So if you wanted to, you put sauce on it or something, but
I'd say it's not that hot. Just take a small bite, it's pretty warm. So that was just olive oil and rosemary. That's it.
Oh my God.
So simple, right? And then of course, even though we baked, you saw the crust on it. And that's the pan. That's the genius of this pan. I mean, nothing sticks. The only thing that's in here is the fleur de sel, there, sea salt. You've got to try this at home. And induction, now I'm obsessed with induction. I've never actually, when we talk about things being induction ready, anytime you see us cooking on HSN, did you know what? We're cooking with Chef Ming's induction burner, I've been told that.
It's always yours. It doesn't matter
I'm humbled by that.
Wow.
But here's the other genius of these induction burners. We talked about the accuracy. This is 125 degrees, right? I was a pastry chef for 2 years in Paris. We make ganache all the time. The hardest, easiest recipe in the world. Why? Easy. 2 ingredients.
Easiest? Okay.
It's easy because it's just cream and butter. So that's the easy part. The hard part is if you go too hot, you burn the chocolate, you throw it away. You go too cold, the chocolate seizes, you have to throw it away. So by having it perfect like this, you can then take a beautiful, got the size of Texas strawberry.
Oh my goodness.
And you can dip it. And then as we already showed, you can have kids do this. You can leave them all by themselves because they can touch all, I mean here, literally right next to this pan.
Even though it's right?
It's right there. There's no heat. Nothing.
That's incredible.
There's no heat, right?
Wow. You know what I like to dip in ganache? My fingers.
That's good to know.
About it.
As need to know, I needed to know.
I won't right now. But that's...
Oh, really? You should have. You put that out there.
Hey, pizza dough and ganache. Anything goes.
So control of temperature is why induction is so great, because there's no stovetop in the world that, you know, might have a gas range at home. I can't say 375, 425. It's just hot.
No, it's just kind of hot, medium, whatever.
So that's key for ganache, and that's also key when you fry. This is at 300. These are donuts, right? So we wanted an oil that wouldn't burn it. These are East donuts, so we wanted to get them cooked all the way through. 300 is all we need.
Wow.
So
wait, this is your wok. So
this
you can
is my
fry
wok.
in the wok. By the way, only a handful of those left at $29. And then that's your spider. Do we call it a spider?
It's spider, yep.
Okay.
And this is key because it's 300, but everywhere is 300. That's why these donuts are all perfectly cooked the exact same color, right? Because it's all 300.
So does it heat up more evenly? Like if somebody cooks on, maybe you're used to cooking on gas. A lot of people like gas because, Yeah,
or electric or halogen, yeah.
Right, because it heats up fast,
It heats up fast. It's the fastest way.
But also
I mean,
really
a restaurant wok like I do at Blue Dragon, that's a fact. But that's 80,000 BTUs, which you can't have. That's one burner.
You can't have
that at home. So for a home, the induction is by far the fastest way to heat things up. And to your point, yes, very even. I mean, look at that. If you have kids or adults,
oh my
good morning.
goodness.
There's your breakfast. There's your breakfast.
Hey, we saved all our calories on cooking your chicken breast without any oil. So I think we need to splurge on the donuts, right?
That's the point of life, balance, right?
Yes.
Moderation. Don't eat 9 donuts every day. Probably not a good idea.
Eat 9 donuts.
Right.
But you're getting the grill pan included as well.
Yeah, which is a great deal.
Griller. Comes with the lid. It's a 12-inch grill pan. Can we use any size, like even a smaller saucepan on this?
Oh, actually,
on the induction, it doesn't
my
matter?
entire line works on this.
Okay.
Even that gigantic Stockpot, 7.4 quart Stockpot works on this.
Wow.
Everything can work on this.
So if you want to not heat up your home quite as much during the summer, you want that extra spot to be able to heat things up, especially if you're cooking for a lot of people. You've got people coming over.
Sure.
You want to be able to, you eat pasta. My family eats a ton of pasta. It takes forever to boil the water. You saw how fast that was. You just want something safer. You maybe you've been thinking about going with induction, but it's just a little too expensive. $219 is what it would be. Today it's only $89, and you can try it out for $22.49, and we're gonna ship it to you for free. Think about wedding gifts or graduation gifts.
Here is our beautiful steak dish. Searing on my board. Yeah. I did the Brussels sprouts and shiitakes. I'm doing this because I want to present the way I would present my food at home. I serve my food all the time in the pan.
Well, they're
Why?
So pretty.
Because it's pretty and it keeps warm. So kids don't always show up at the same time, right? You have kids.
Right.
So you know, I want my Brussels sprouts warm. So the first kid will take a big handful, take the first steak, cover it. The second kid will show up 20 minutes later, and it's still warm.
As soon as they finish that level, right?
So with a man, if I may, I'm going to show you.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to show you it's very demonstrable. This is a pan, of course, we cut it in half. This is ice cold. I'm going to put this on max sear. And here I have 2 thermal guns, right? So I'm going to start them. They start the same. Right here on the burner, 69 degrees 70. The pan itself is already at 140. Right?
And you
so it keeps going.
turn it on.
So Amanda's going to bravely put her hand here. And look, her thumb is like a quarter of an inch away. Do you feel any heat? Nothing, right?
Nothing.
So the pan right there is hitting 200, right? And right here is still 84. We're already at 210, and it keeps going. But the point is where her hand is, no conduction. She's not a cyborg. Now we're at 270 now. So we're gonna go throw the piece of cheese on there. And here you'll see, we'll put it down. You can see, okay, the cheese is at 68 degrees anywhere it is, right? This burner is still 70. But then eventually you start seeing the cheese start to melt. You can hear it.
Yeah, starting to bubble up a little bit.
So right here, because the pan itself, at a couple hundred, right? It's starting to bubble up there. So the point is, where the pan touches, it heats. Where the pan doesn't touch, this cheese right here is still 78 degrees. This cheese here is not going to cook. This cheese is already melting away, right? And of course, being Technolon, this is the old, nothing's going to stick. It comes right off, right?
Incredible. So safer to be able to use, and
so much safer.
Particular, like because you can choose the exact temperature that
we
you want
just
to cook.
showed it. Ganache at 125, donuts at 300, max seared steak all the way at 550. It's just literally the easiest way to cook. And we've had elderly people call in that still love to cook, but they can't stand up and cook for 10 minutes. So I'm like, this is the best burner for you. You can sit down at your couch or coffee table, right, assuming you have ventilation, and you can sit down and cook. And again, with children, with the ganache thing, that's what you want. You want people to be able to cook.
Yeah.
So here we have max here. Again, we have
Well, I think
no
about
oil.
people in, you know, if you're in an apartment or you're in a dorm or something, you can't cook for yourself, but this is a safe way to cook. Okay, no oil.
No oil. You don't need oil.
That's the magic of the non-stick and your incredible Technolon Plus, which, by the way, if you are just joining us, of course, you know award-winning chef Ming Tsai. You may not realize that his cookware is all on an incredible clearance price today. So you're getting the induction burner plus the grill pan with the lid for $89.95, not $219. You can break it up into interest-free payments, $22.49. There you see it in that purple. We have imperial blue, race car red, black, and white. And if you are just joining us, you may not realize we have a 10-piece starter or completer set with 3 pans plus the lids, plus a 2.8 quart stock pot, and 2, this one, right? This one comes with it. Is this the fish flipper?
That's a fish flipper. Fish spat, we call it, spatula.
Spatula. I'm gonna call it a flipper, I don't know why.
Yeah, it's okay.
But those are all for $75, so add that one into your order as well. But this is no oil.
No oil, and you can load it up. So I'm gonna get it seared on one side. We're gonna run out of time. It's not gonna get cooked through. But then I'm gonna flip it and just add a little chicken stock, so then let the steam cook it. And I literally added a pinch of salt. That's it.
That's it.
Mushrooms are naturally antioxidant. Onions are always good for you. Super healthy, simple dish. 8 minutes flat.
Wow.
So easy. So easy to do.
You don't need oil.
There's no oil.
What a treat to really treating our families or us to incredible
I mean, this
food.
is not going to be colored yet, but it can just show you how it already is starting to cook, right?
Faster, safer, more effective cooking. Thank you so much, Chef Ming.
Thanks.
What a treat to
great
cook
cooking
with
with
you
you,
this morning.
Shannon.
Thank you very much. Don't
Thank
go
you
anywhere.
all.
I'll be right back.
Ciao.
Coming up and you're looking to impress your friends, let me show you how to make this beautiful seafood boil using my DuraPan.
Let's do seafood for the dinner party.
I'm about to say, oh, I never felt so good. Not trying to deny it. I feel it in my soul.
Hey guys, let's eat.
It's the best boyfriend. I never felt so good.
You can't afford not to be brave. It's not even an option. When life puts a wall in front of you, you break it down. Remove the fear. Remove the uncertainty. Be authentic. They say fortune favors the bold.